B, where we are pleased to announce we are joined by our co-owner and director of ice operations, Danny Meyers. Danny, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So how are you feeling about yesterday's response to the Ozone being announced?
Well, it was incredible, and I just completely overwhelmed by it all. We knew that obviously it would register. We knew that people would probably take notice of it, but I didn't think we expected the response that we got. So it's very overwhelming. We're extremely thankful for everyone that's liked and retweeted and obviously followed our pages. So a big thank you from everyone at Ozone.
Tell us how this all started.
Whew. So this goes back over a year and a half ago. I mean, this is believe it or not, it takes a lot to get an ice rink running, and an awful lot of time on the computer, speaking to contacts all over the world. We've done an enormous amount of research, and yeah, it's been a year and a half now, and now we're finally in a position that we're able to announce it to you guys. But yeah, lots of twists and turns, lots of ups and downs. We were originally going to be in Camberley. That was the plan. We wanted to situate ourselves between Guildford, Basingstoke, Bracknell and Slough. And obviously with what happened with Bracknell, there was just something which kind of, it drew us over to Bracknell, and I think I was the person that kind of pushed it a little bit more, obviously with my history of Bracknell, and obviously that's where I started, and have so many great memories, and yeah, I believe it's all worked out for the best. I mean, we were very, very close to signing heads of terms in Camberley. I'm glad we didn't. We had everything in place, and we'd got the company all set up, registered at Company's House. I think it was early May, and so we were looking at signing mid-May for heads of terms in Camberley, and then obviously the news of Bracknell came that they would be closing, and even then there was no suggestion from any of us at Ozone that we were going to move to Bracknell. Personally, my hope was that someone was going to come in and save the John Knight complex, or it was going to be able to reopen by the J&L. As time went on, obviously things progressed where it didn't look like it was going to open, and we called a meeting and we started discussing things, and for me it was probably one decision that was made by the heart instead of the head. I just wanted to bring something back to Bracknell. I've got an enormous amount of friends from Bracknell, and the outpouring of emotion of when the rink went down was devastating to so many people. And of course we're not a full-size rink, but I just felt compelled to come to Bracknell and give them something. And yeah, that's kind of how it all came about. Lots of hours, lots of Zoom meetings, but brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The people that have helped us out, the contacts that we've made all over the world has just been incredible. And to finally be able to announce it was a pretty cool moment.
There have been a whole host of questions by the public. Are you happy to answer some?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
Great. The first one, is it real ice?
Yes, it's real ice. It is real ice with a real Zamboni, with real boards, with real plexiglass or seamless glass, with the netting above, player benches, scoreboard, changing rooms, the full works, on ice markings, everything that you would expect from a full ice pad, but obviously just a smaller version of that.
And what can be done on the smaller ice pad?
Lots. One thing that people may not know here in the UK is that this is quite common in Canada and in America and other countries. Training facilities over there are becoming more and more common, much the same as what we have here with a huge demand for ice time, but just not enough ice rinks. It's very common over in Canada. Where we differ from a full ice training session is that the numbers won't be obviously as high. We are looking to really specify in being able to help the players with being able to break down the stride pattern or the shooting or the stick handling. One thing that I know USA Hockey are really trying to promote is a lot of small game training sessions, and that's all the way up to the professionals, learning how to play in tight, learning how to come out the corners, and a quick release for a shot. Be rest assured there's an enormous amount of stuff we can do on that ice, I can tell you that much.
Will there be figure skating?
Yes, there will be figure skating. The ice training facility is for as many ice sports participants as possible. As you can imagine, we've had a lot of messages. We have a schedule. Obviously, that may change with the demand, but figure skating will get a lot of time allocated for them, and so we are able to offer figure skaters a lot of time, and we want to help that figure skating community as much as possible.
And what else will there be?
What else will there be? I mean, it's it's just how much I divulge. There's a lot. There's an awful lot. I want to tell you everything. Now, being part of a business, I have to realise that things have to be filtered out. But what I can say is there will be hockey lessons every evening. There will be ice rentals available every evening. There will be learn to skate. There will be a learn to play. There will be 3-on-3 adult rec league. There will be adult hockey lessons. We have made sure, and what is one of our big priorities is to make sure that we have girls hockey lessons as well. We want to support the girls games as much as possible, and we're trying to meet that demand that was quite frankly there before Bracknell even went down. And so with Bracknell now going, that demand is still there. We are built for that extra demand. We are not in competition with any ice rinks. We are not in any competition with any clubs. We are not a club. Therefore, we're not poaching players or poaching figure skaters. We are not looking to take any business off any full-size ice rinks. We are there for that extra demand that, personally speaking, as a father of 2 boys that play, and when I was younger, we all would have loved that extra ice time, and that's what we're there for, to give that extra ice time to anyone that wants it. So yeah, we've got a lot going on for sure.
And how about a schools programme?
Yes, we have a schools programme as well. That will be running from Monday to Friday. We are going to reach out to as many schools in the Bracknell community to get them on the ice and get them interested in either figure skating or ice hockey. We want to promote it as much as we can. I think one of the things that is incredibly important to me is the growth of the sport at the young age. When I retired from playing professionally, I decided not to go down a professional route of coaching and turned down 2 jobs there, and I took over an under-9s team in Guildford. For me, the professional, that kind of setup's all done. I think the league owners have done a fantastic job of that. The EIHA have done a great job with all the NHL and NIHL teams, and so that's all taken care of. What I want to do is just try and help as many juniors as possible, and the adults that love the game so much, and not having to go on the ice at 1 a.m. in the morning. So we want to promote the sport as much as possible. The schools program is immensely important to us, and we've blocked out a huge amount of ice time during the week for the schools program to get them involved. Hopefully they get the bug, they then go on to the learn to skate, they then go on to the learn to play, and then they then go on to the hockey lessons.
And do you have a message to the Save the Rink group?
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand how it might be perceived that we're coming in and we're going to stop any of momentum or something like that with regards to trying to save the John Knight Leisure Complex. Trust me, we want to support you as much as possible. We aren't in a position to house Bracknell Bees games or Bracknell Hornets games. We aren't in a position to have the Bracknell Junior Academy full-time with us because we're not a full-size rink. But what we can do is, for those juniors that now are wondering where they're going to go, we can still keep them skating with a view that maybe an opportunity might be available at a Basingstoke Juniors or a Guildford Juniors or a Slough Juniors, and we can keep them on the ice. Let's hope that someone can come in and get a full-size rink, and we've kept all these players and figure skaters still within the sport, and so we can just go, there you go into a full-size rink, and hopefully that's what can house the bees and the hornets and the wasps and the whole unit development. We cannot offer the same, but we can offer an alternative. And as I say, we were never intending on coming to Bracknell. We were going to go to Camberley, and we were going to, again, just supply that extra demand for all those clubs, which is what we're going to continue to do. I would love nothing more than a full-size rink to come back to Bracknell, and hopefully in a year, in 2 years' time, there can be one there. I'm not in a position to do that. I can assure you that no British player in the history has ever accumulated that sort of money that they're asking for the John Knight Leisure Complex. But we can offer something else, and we can offer a really good product as well. And I'd be rest assured, everything that we're going to do is geared towards helping all skaters from all different clubs as well as Bracknell.
What's your hopes for the facility?
The hopes for the facility is just about creating opportunities, really. I would love nothing more than to see kids from other clubs coming together and playing with one another and training with one another and getting to know each other. I'd love for coaches from other clubs to be able to come over and help coach at the Ozone, where we can share ideas and we can help each other out. And the same with the figure skating, just being able to get people to meet each other and learn from each other. I think that's so important. I mean, it's extra ice time. I can speak as a former player. I wish I could have time to work on a certain part of my game, and whether that be shooting or whatever it may be. I'm sure there's plenty of players out there that can say, I really wish I could work on this aspect of my game. Well, now we can do that. Because it's not a full training session, we can break it down where we can have a specific shooting practice, or stick handling practice, or for D, working on that gap. All those little things that it's so hard to get in a full practice session because there's so much going on with your club. We can help you out with that. And I think that's something that will relate to a lot of people. I mean, I know I would have loved to have had this. And certainly as a father of two, it would be great for my kids to be able to work on certain aspects of their game. And really just as much as I can, just try and do something. Just try and do something for the British game and play, and if it's a small part, then great. But just try and make a difference and try and do something for all these ice skaters, whether it be figure skating or ice hockey. Just give them an opportunity to get some more ice. My hat goes off to anyone that has run an ice rink. Planet Ice, the local councils, the guys over in Thatcham. It's incredibly hard work to set up an ice rink, and you really have to take that plunge. And those guys done it. And obviously John Knight, I mean, for what he'd done for the Bracknell community with the ice rink, I mean, he funded and often at times had to refund his own money. He gave us those memories and those friendships, and I'd like to see everyone come together. I'd like to be able to help out, hockey shops. I'd like to be able to help out local businesses. It would be great if we could pull together. And there's no doubt that we need the community, hockey and local community, to get behind us. And I know that a lot of players feel that they have to go abroad when they get to a certain age because they just don't get enough ice time. We can give you more ice time, and we can do that. And I think hopefully it's going to be something that's going to be extremely positive moving forward. And I'm just hoping everyone just kind of grasps it and just runs with it. We are incredibly excited to have you at the rink, and as I say, we've got an enormous amount to release about what we're going to do. rink and everything that goes with it. The shooting pad that we're going to have, a 7 metre by 7 metre synthetic ice shooting pad. We'll have skate sharpening there, and you can buy your laces and your tape, and we're trying to do as much as we can to make it as cool as possible, quite frankly. And we want to make it a place where, you know, people turn up and they go, wow, this is awesome. And yeah, we need everyone's support, and hopefully everyone gets behind us.
Danny, thanks for joining us.